Hello boys and girls, this is Mr. So. Welcome back for another lesson of biology. Today we're going through lesson 47 of chapter 16, nervous system and neurons. Before you start watching the video, remember to like and subscribe my channel and also share the video to your classmates. Let's start. From the last chapter, chapter 15, we know that all the organisms, they are able to detect and respond to stimulus. In the case of a human, receptor helps to first detect the stimulus and then generate nerve impulse and send it to the coordinating system. The coordinating system in human includes the nervous system or the endocrine system, which is related to hormone. Afterwards, the nervous system or the endocrine system is going to send a message to the effector, such as the muscles or the glands, which gives the response. Let's take a look at the general plan of the nervous system in human. The nervous system in our body consists of two main parts. The first one, we call it the CNS, the central nervous system. The second one, we call it the PNS, peripheral nervous system. Let's take a look at it one by one. The CNS, central nervous system, consists of the brain and the spinal cord, while the PNS, peripheral nervous system, consists of the cranial nerves and the spinal nerves. Cranial nerves helps to link the receptors and effector in the head and neck to the brain. Some of the examples include the optic nerve, 視神經, and the auditory nerve, 聽神經. While for the spinal nerve, it helps to link the receptors and effectors to the rest of the body to the spinal cord. The picture below shows you the human nervous system. It consists of two main parts. The part in orange is called the CNS, central nervous system, consists of the brain and the spinal cord. The part on the side in green, they call it the PNS, peripheral nervous system. It consists of the spinal nerves. What exactly are nerves? Let's take a look at the basic unit of the nervous system, the nerve cells. The nerve cells, they are called neurons, 神經元. In general, they are long with many extensions. Unlike other cells which looks like a ball, neurons, they are rather long. A neuron consists of a cell body where you can find the nucleus. The neurons also contains nerve fibers. There are two types of nerve fibers. One of it is called the dendron. The other type of nerve fibers is called the axon. They have different functions. Let's take a look at the dendron first. Dendron, with the letter En in the middle, it helps to allow the nerve impulse to enter the cell body. And afterwards, this nerve impulse is going to travel along and move away in the axon. So the function of the axon is to allow the nerve impulse to move away from the cell body. Now you can see the traveling direction of the nerve impulse. It always goes from the dendron to the axon. On the axons, you can also find a structure called the myelin sheath. There are some fatty-like substances which helps to insulate and protect the axon. If we cut open the axons, you can see a thick layer wrapping around the axons. This thick layer is called the myelin sheath. These myelin sheaths helps to protect and insulate the nerve fibers. It also prevents the transmission of nerve impulse, that means the electricity, to the surrounding, and helps to speed up the transmission of the nerve impulse, the electricity. In your body, there are different types of neurons. Overall, there are 3 types. They are called the sensory neurons, motor neurons, and interneurons. The following picture shows you how the sensory neurons, interneurons, and motor neurons are arranged. Receptors is going to detect and generate nerve impulse. The nerve impulse, they will travel along the sensory neurons to the CNS, such as the spinal cord. And then the nerve impulse is going to move along from the sensory neurons to the interneurons, and then to the motor neurons, and exit the spinal cord. The nerve impulse will move along the motor neurons to the effector, such as muscles. Where do you find all these 3 types of neurons? You can find it in the spinal cord. The following picture shows you the spinal cord and some of the neurons which is connecting to the spinal cord. Receptors such as the pain receptor or the thermal receptor, which detects the temperature, will detect and generate nerve impulse. It will move along the sensory neurons. The nerve impulse will travel along and then move to the interneuron, which and then travels to the motor neuron, to the effector such as the muscles, which leads to muscle contraction at the end. The following table shows you some property of sensory neurons and the motor neurons. Please take a look at it on your own. When there are many nerve fibers, such as the axons or dendrons grouping together, this is going to form a nerve. If you cut open the nerve, you will be able to see a lot of nerve fibers in the center of the nerve. Please go to your textbook page 5 to finish the MCQ. That is the end about the nervous system and the neurons. I will see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.